inwards goods, using the smart batch screen to receipt inwards goods, and then have either a pallet label, so A4 printer can print out a pallet label, or if there's cartons, or if there's things like spices or colorants or things like that, then a smaller label can be printed out of like a Brother printer or those types of printers. So key thing is to have everything in terms of ingredients and materials identified when it comes in. Once it's identified with a barcode, that barcode's got the batch number, best before date against it. Then it can be issued out to production. So to issue it out, we have a screen which can be on a tablet. You just scan the label, confirm the quantity, and then that automatically does the transaction against that batch number, that expiry date, issuing it out to production. Then there's a whole lot happens in the middle here with production. But if we say, okay, we know what's gone into production by batch, an expiry date, and then we want to know what's coming out. So as it comes out, either on screen or as a assembly order with a barcode on it, the operator, well, there's a few ways to do it actually. Some people print their labels out in advance and they put them on a product and then they scan them into stock. Other ones have a production assembly order where they scan the assembly order and then say we're now receiving 20, and then it automatically prints out either a A4 pallet label, which gets wrapped up with a pallet, or prints out another label if it's a box. And at that point in time, we've got, for every pallet or box as appropriate, identified what production order was made on, what the best before date is, all of that data against this one barcode. So all our warehouse is full of all that stock. We know exactly what its traceability is, apart from this mix in production. But then on the order delivery side, we've got the orders coming in the warehouse. Then all they have to do is look up on their screen the orders they got to pick, either for the delivery, like a truck, or for a driver, or however the delivery is happening. It'll bring up the list of orders. You just got to click on that particular order and then scan the product, confirm the quantity that's going out to that customer. So at that point in time, if we want to see a product with an expiry date, who did we sell it to? One click of a button, enter in the best before date of that product. Immediately we can see all the customers we sold that particular best before date product to. In a nutshell, that's sort of, and there's a lot of other things happen at each of those stages, but in an overview form, to achieve food safety traceability electronically, those are the sort of the bones of the system that we're proposing to assist you with. Any questions on that part?
The produce and pack part.
This little box here.
Produce.
Yep.
That's, for me and Wendy, that's where the bulk of our stuff will happen. So
yep.
What's required?
Okay, so we'll come into that in a bit more detail. So there's a few ways to handle it, because obviously you've got things like a biscuit mix, which might be going off to 10 products. So there's that sort of thing. I'm not too sure how much you're in, how much of that happens here, as opposed to one mix goes to one product. So that is part of our sort of review that we'd carry out and say, okay, it's all one mix to one product, good, that's straightforward. Or no, this mix actually goes in 10 different directions, makes 10 products. Okay, how are we going to achieve the electronic traceability of that in the factory? So I'll show you a couple of ways of how we do that. Yep. Okay, So, so now on that screen, what I'm going to do is, I'll just go previous. What we're going to do is we're going to go back and follow the process through. We're going to skip over that, and then we're going to come back to this particular part.